Oh, go on then.
Hello.
Hi, everybody. We were actually saying that who did we want to win with the betting this evening? And Vivian got it.
Vivian wins.
Well done, Vivian.
880.
We chose.
We were having such fun. We've been practicing with Gary's backgrounds. Right, you ready, Garry? Right, show me rain, Garry. Rain. Right. Oh, it's so pathetic. Right, show me hearts. Send me a heart.
Oh no, I can't get this one right.
Yes, you did it. Right, now show us fireworks. Now show us just a thumbs up. Oh my God, I'm so small-minded.
It's like I'm a performing dog.
No, but reason we're late is because I want them. I want all of those.
She doesn't like to miss out, and I can do this, and she can't.
Nothing. There's nothing there.
It's not very often I get one up on Lindsay. Not very often.
That's all I have to say to that. Anyway, it's been a while. Good morning, everyone from Australia. Vicky, hello. When did you put that up?
Good morning.
That was at 8:51. That's only half an hour ago. Good evening from Ireland. There's Joe Moss. Hi, Joe. Heather Swithenbank. Ooh, that's a new
Do
name.
we know you, Heather?
No, it's new. Good evening from
Heather?
East Midlands, UK. First time live.
Oh, first time live.
Stop it. It's going to get really repetitive. It's only because I'm annoyed because I can't do it. Georgie's here. Hello, Georgie. Good to see you. Good
Hi, Georgie.
Hey, hello. Angie Medler's here. Hi, Angie. Love to see you.
Hi, Angie.
Dawn's here. Good evening, everyone from Wales. Nikki's here.
Hi,
I thought
Dawn.
I would come in early and see how many were already here. Evening all. Loads. I'm so sorry.
Sorry, we're late.
I was dropping my mum off at my sister's. Maggie Thrussell's here. Hello, everyone. Hello.
Hey, Maggie.
Susan Mitchell. Hi, from West Yorkshire. I finally found some organic mixed meadow hay. That was worth one of those. Well done. Nikki says, are any of you going to the Norfolk workshop this weekend? Ooh, well, I don't know.
No, it's been cancelled.
Nobody's coming.
I'm not. Nobody's going. It's not worth it. My wine glass is empty. I've already had one. I'm not allowed any more when I'm on a live.
Gluten-free. Well, that makes sense.
That's nice beer.
That is nice beer. It's got a florally taste to it. Right. I don't know. We'll find out. It's just going to be us, Nikki. Hi all. So hello all. Finally back after a long school holiday. Live. How is Mr. Max? We want to know. Karen's here. Cheers. Hello, fellow warriors. Charlie Brown. Hello. We were only talking about you, Charlie Brown.
Charlie.
Me and Angie Medler the other day, just saying how marvelous it is that you can connect. Isn't it lovely? Isn't it lovely, Garry, that the Phoenix Group is connecting people all over the world? I love it. Somebody only put up the other day and said, anybody in so-and-so Australia or wherever it was. And I know that Joe Tracy Kirk's got loads of people going in New Zealand. And it's so lovely that people are jumping up and going, hey, anybody in California? Anybody over here? Anybody over in Warwickshire? Norfolk? It's lovely. I love it. And is there being a big impact being made right now? It's amazing. I'm so proud. We're doing our finals right now, aren't we, Garry?
Oh my God. I won't tell you which one, but there was one of our students, and when we finished, It was just so awesome. Not with them in particular. I wept.
We did
Did
cry.
I, Lindsay?
In fact,
it was my turn. It was my turn to weep.
We've had quite a few tears, not just on one.
We are so proud of our first, what we call our founding members, our Mustangs. They have been with us through
Nikki is a Mustang.
Through thick and thin. Oh my God.
As we built this school, as the saying goes, well, I don't know if it's a saying. We kind of said it, didn't we? We were building the plane while we were flying it. We were flying the plane while we were building it, whichever way round you want to let us, or basically sailing the boat while we were building it. That's what we did with our amazing founding members. And that's what we call them. And they're our Mustangs. And they are just qualifying right now. They're all going through their finals. And oh my God, I can't tell you how amazing these people are. These students who are just about to be, they're pros now. They're pros. They've still got a student badge, but they're just about to become pros out into the bit. And these are our first set of students to go through our school, and we're so proud of them and we're so excited, and they're incredible. Honestly, they knock socks off everybody.
They do.
Owners are writing to us going, I cannot tell you how amazed I am by your HMB Pro student that's been and is helping me with my horse. We talked to owners today, didn't we? And they said, and they've been in horses for a long, long time. And they said, honestly, she's changed our lives. She's changed our lives. And I told you all this. I told the Mustangs this at the beginning when we inspired them to go on and do this journey. And I said, you will change people's lives. You will save horses and you will change people's lives. Of course, there are going to be all those ones that you're not going to quite get there in time, but those will be few and far between. You will save horses and change lives. And there's nothing like it. There is no course like this in the world. It is, of course, I'm going to say that, but there's nothing like it. It's so intense, 2 whole full years. Module after module after module, lesson after lesson after lesson, hundreds of hours of lessons.
No one else would be mad enough to do it.
No, nobody mad enough to do it.
Not to put a downer on it, it nearly broke us. But we are through the other end, and they have paved the way through ups and downs. Oh my God, you lot are amazing.
Oh, I'm so proud of you guys. And so that's why you've not seen a lot of us recently, because we're doing finals and we've got lots of finals going through, lots of calls, lessons. We're still doing all of that in the background. And that's why you don't see us. It's not that we're just having a night off. Very occasionally we do. But it just makes me want to cry every time we go bye and we stop the Zoom for them, and me and Garry are still on the Zoom. We like that, staring at each other, going, "We did that.
Bloody hell!
We did." Well, they did it.
We did that,
but with our guidance.
They did it, but with help.
You guys,
awesome.
and then
awesome.
On top of that, we have you. We have our Phoenix Warriors and our Hoof Heroes. The Hoof Heroes are the ones that are going out and doing the trimming themselves. And the Phoenix Warriors are just everybody, all of you, plowing through, going, stop it. Stop attacking the hoof capsule. Stop going after it. They go, it's dead. It's dead. I mean, come on, everybody. We've all seen what's been going over Facebook recently. I'm sure you have. I told you there's a massive groundswell now. It is the most exciting time to be in the equine world right now, because we are making the biggest changes there have ever been. Ever. I mean, this transcends the world welfare. We've taken the world welfare, screwed it up, thrown it in the bin and gone, now this is the word welfare. And it's all underneath hoof care and doing it properly. And dragging all of that crap that's in the swamp up through the swamp and out the ashes into the sky. because we're the Phoenix Warriors, and it's incredible. And without you, we couldn't do it. That's why we're so excited all the time, because it's changing so much, and you are doing that. You and our marvelous pros. I'm so... Oh, it's lovely.
I was talking to Caroline this evening, and we hadn't had a chat for ages. And whilst we were chatting, my words came out wrong. You know what happens? Sometimes that happens with me, doesn't it? It does happen. A little bit dyslexic.
We've all seen that, haven't we,
and
everybody?
the wrong word comes out. But you know where I'm coming from and what I mean. And I came up with, this is collectively now, we are seeing so many positives. Well, always, unless it's too late, positives with changing or emphasizing the importance of the trim and the diet and the management. And I basically said, well, what I wanted to say was our Phoenix Warriors and our Hoof heroes and our pros are singing it from the rooftops.
Today,
right?
Garry.
Yeah, but hold on. The punchline is, I didn't say rooftops. I said hooftops. And I thought, oh my God, there's a punchline.
Singing it from the hooftops.
Hooftops. And I think, oh my God, that would be amazing. Hashtag unique to the Phoenix way. Singing it from the hooftops. Oh my God.
It's in. That's it, guys. We're singing it from the hooftops.
That happened just an hour or so ago when I was talking to Caroline. And I thought, oh my God, I'm going to keep that. I don't even think Caroline realised. I
love it. I love it. We're going to keep that. You see, only today we were doing a final and these owners were saying, I said, what was it that our HMB Pro taught you? Or how has she changed things for you? Oh my God, she changed our lives. The vet said my horse was crippled. It needed remedial shoeing. They told me it would never, ever, ever cope without remedial shoeing. And the feet have never looked as lovely as they do now. They're incredible. And she's barefoot and she's storming along. And we go out everywhere. And our other horse, who they said was a goner, is wonderful. We love her. She saved our horses' lives. I often say, tongue in cheek, it's the crystal ball moment, right? So they go, no, horse is crippled. It's never going to survive. What do we think, Mr. Farrier? Well, we're definitely going to need heart bar shoes. Heart bar shoe. We're going to need heart bar shoes. We're going to need DIM, dental impression material, and heart bar shoes are not doing very well at the moment, though, because obviously they don't work. So what we're going to do is we're going to use plastic composite heart bar shoes. We'll call them a different name. We'll use those and still DIM because it's pink and it's the latest thing and we can shove it in. It looks impressive and it's doing sod all, but it's obviously looks like it's doing something. So the dental impression material. And then if that doesn't work, I tell you what we'll do is we'll put rocker shoes on, rocker clogs that take the surface area from there to there. And beveled on either side. In fact, chamfered all the way around. And we'll screw through the hoof wall into the clogs, stick a load of DIM in because it's pink and it looks impressive and it looks like we're doing something. And then I tell you what we'll do. I'll get these bandages out and we'll wrap the bandages around, casts. They'll get them all nice and wet and in the water and hot. Looks like I'm doing something. Put it around and it's gone hard and whoa. I can't show you because I haven't been given permission to show you. I have x-rays, 4 x-rays from last December. And the only reason I haven't been given permission to show you just yet is just because it's not got to that stage yet. From last December right through to February, May, June, July. Anyway, now September, right? So we had December, February, May, and September, right? In December, we had a horse that was ticked as being laminitic, laminitis, rotated pedal bones, little cobby thing, beautiful little horse, rotated pedal bones. That's it. Crippled. We need to now do remedial farriery, and we're going to come in with our clogs and we're going to nail them in. We're going to screw them in, and we're going to put the dim material on because it's pink and it looks amazing. Looks like we're doing something. Pressing it in looks like it's important. And 4 x-rays, no improvement. Horse, dog lame. Horse, not improving. Rotation, got worse. Not only did we put the clogs on, we put wedges in the back too. So we upped. Already the heels were that massive, and then we put more in there, and we put it on a rocker because obviously laminitic horses, they rock back, right? And they rock back because, well, the laminae are hurting. They're rocking back, my friends, because they're trying to put P3 in the right position. I digress. The point is, my lovely pros, our incredible people are going out there and going, you see that crap, that bullshit they're putting all over your horse's foot? The crystal balls they have floating around somewhere in their vans and in their clinics. These crystal balls that they all seem to have, because they can look into the crystal ball and go, it's crippled forever, it needs remedial shear, it's never going to survive. It needs pink dim. Pink one, I like the pink one best. Don't know what they're doing. They don't know. I took some photographs, some x-rays of something recently, and I occasionally put it in our student group, and I post it up, and they're like that. Their eyes pop out on stalks. Because we've kind of cosseted them when we train them. Well, we don't cosset them. That's not true. We tell them all the horrible things that are out there, but then they go into the world and start seeing it, and they're like, I can't believe it's the definition of insanity, doing something over and over and over again and expecting a different result. Doesn't work, right? Change it up, guys. I change it up. I put a different kind of heart bar shoe on, put egg bar shoe on. I put, stop it. Stop it. Garry, heads up to Laura right now, who is traveling back from Belgium. She's traveling. I don't even know if she's watching.
Awesome person.
She's traveling back from Belgium. Second visit to see the horse. Do you remember the horse? Everybody remember the horse that went into the clinic?
That had the laminitis in one hind foot.
Just had a laminitis that needed to be put to sleep because it just had laminitis in one hind foot because it had rotation. Rotation's not caused by the hoof care. It's not caused by hoof care. It's caused by laminitis. It causes bloody laminitis because it causes the poor laminae to be inflamed and sore and painful and stretched and hurt. But the laminitis didn't cause that poor horse to have it in one foot. Come on, guys. Stop it. So second visit. And today, when she visited this lovely horse, this horse that was on death's door, they were going to be put to sleep. Again, crystal ball moment where they said, no, it's never going to survive. You should have seen that horse walk out. It has feet that look shocking on its hind feet. Front feet are fine. Hind feet, shocking. But P3 is in the right position. And he just went, all right. I'd show you, but I can't really do that right now. Later I will. Not today. Later in later lives. And he's walking out. We got slow-mo footage of him walking. Is he perfect? Oh no. Is he sound? Not quite. Well, when I say not quite, he is. Most people would think he was sound. He's comfortable. He's not limping or anything, but he just doesn't place his feet in the right position particularly. They're a bit like weird because he comes down a little bit on his toes, on his front feet, and he's a bit heel first on his hind feet. He's all over the place because the balance for years has been all over the place. But is he living proof of how a horse is going? It's like Wex. Oh my God. The world has gone to hell in a handbasket and lost its bloody mind. I swear it's bonkers out there. Chopping off toes, resecting hoof walls. Look, everybody, You see this piece of horn? It's dead. It's pointless. Get rid of it. Don't you dare do that. Don't you dare disrespect that hoof capsule, because that hoof capsule is part of an incredible system, an incredible organ. It's part of a system that is a small part of a massive feedback loop in the body. It's the body's always trying to find equilibrium. The body, any organism's trying to find homeostatic equilibrium. That's what's trying to happen. And every time you screw around, oh, he's gone. Every time you screw around with any part, he's back, any part of that body, the body will know about it, the brain. Anyway, I digress. Exciting things are happening. My bra strap's fallen down now. I've got so excited. Right. Should we check? Shall we carry on? I don't know where that was going. Sorry.
I lost you all then for a second. I'm back
Get off
now.
your soapbox, you silly old cow. Right. Emma, hello all. Hello. Aston's here. Hi all. Hours ago you joined. Annie Hogan's here. Hello from Jersey. Hello, Annie. Lovely to see you. Aston says, welcome, Heather. Welcome, Heather. Tracy Gray's here. Hi, Tracy. Good to see you, my lovely. Jackie Berry's here. Hi, everyone. Vivian's here. Great post the other day, by the way. I had not seen it. Was it the other day? Was it yesterday? I don't know. Garry pointed it out to me. Very good post. We might talk about that later. Maybe not. You probably don't want us to, but good post. Leah Melling, good morning from New Zealand. Good morning, my darling. It's getting closer. It's getting closer. I said that to Tracy.
Looking forward to meeting you, Leah.
And Angie Medler. It's getting closer. You new people, you new Connemara's, you new Connies out there. Janine Phipps. Good evening. Do we know Janine Phipps?
Good evening. I don't think so. Is this your first live, Janine? Well, perhaps
Mia,
going on the screen, maybe.
I apologize right now. Mia, Deep Wangsmo.
Deep
Vangsmo? I don't know. I'm sorry. Hello from Norway. And then you are definitely new to us, because I've not seen it. Garry, look who it is. It's
Martina. Looking forward to meeting you too, Martina.
Martina from Croatia, who's going to be a Connie. Hello, my lovely. You're very welcome here this evening. Janet Welsh from Spain. Hello, evening all. Erin's here. Hiya. Good afternoon from Ohio. Lisa Charles here. Good afternoon from Alberta. Good to see you. Ingrid's here. Hello from Virginia. Hello, Ingrid. Lovely to see you. Therese is here. Hey, Therese. How you doing, my lovely?
Hi, Therese.
All the way from... What's the weather? What's the light like now? Tinker's here. All the way from Cape Town in South Africa. So you and Aston, you need to go, hello. I'm from South Africa. Yes. I'm from South Africa. Nice to meet you. That's what you need to do. Vivian says, shall we better wish to... Oh, you won.
How many beers have you had?
Me?
Yeah.
One. Why? Am I talking really fast?
No, you're just on one.
I'm on one. No, I haven't.
Spring. You're full of this.
I'm excited, Garry.
It's great, isn't it?
Because I get pumped up by it. I'm so excited seeing our wonderful people go through their finals. And
do you know what? It's so lovely because it's just not us anymore.
I know.
Oh, it's so brilliant.
It used to be good back in the day. No, it wasn't. 2 minutes out. 8:18. Alison's here. Hello, Alison. Alison's one of our Clydesdales. Tracy Grace. Yes, here at Norfolk. 8:20 says Tracy Gray. Nah, 2 minutes late. And Tracy's going to join us soon. Janine says, I've never arrived before the start, so this is a first. Oh, you have been with us before. I beg your pardon. Aston says, hi, Tinker. Woohoo. We can't say that. Western Cape here. Heather Swithenbank. I've definitely said that. Mia says, my autistic brain is ready. The sponge is ready. It's okay. You're in safe hands. We are. Shake your hand. You're in safe hands.
We're 25 minutes in and I'm thinking, Mia, it's not normally this hectic.
Julie says, evening all from Scotland. Marianne Bailiff, hello from British Columbia in Canada. Hello, Marianne.
Hi,
Have we
Marianne.
had Marianne before? I'm not sure, Marianne. Have we had you before?
Not sure.
Dawn, hello, darling. I've seen pictures
from
of your
Cornwall.
soap. Ooh, it's lovely. Sophie sent me pictures of your soap. She said it's amazing. Toya's here. Hey, Toya. Good to see you, my darling.
Hi, Toya.
Nicole Finehope from Peru. I was talking about you just this evening, and I was just talking about how you got your horses down the river to you. And I was explaining because I was watching your videos on your YouTube channel, not your YouTube channel, on your Facebook page. And I was watching it going, how are they going to get that horse or horses up on that boat? In the UK, they can't even get horses into a box, right? Or a horse trailer, which is just a ramp. How are they going to get that horse up into that boat when they're down here? The side of the boat's up here and the horse's head is only just a little bit higher. And the coolness and the calmness of that Peruvian sailor, which I'm assuming he was, how he did it and how he pulled the leg up and each leg and helped the horse, and there was no hassle, no screaming, no nothing, no get up, nothing. I was part of me is going, oh my god, it's going to break his legs. Oh my god, it's going to break his legs. But he didn't. He didn't. The white one is the one I watched. Amazing. And then there's this little picture of I think it might be your husband. I don't know. Where he's at the helm and you're going chugga, 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 and you're going down. Was it the Amazon? You're going down. I know you're up near the Amazon. You're on the Amazon, right? And you're going down, and there's these two little horses stood there in this little boat. It's just amazing. Amazing. I loved it. Annie's here. Not a winner, so no chicken dinner for me. No winner, no chicken dinner. Mia says, what is the topic today? God knows.
We have no idea.
Emma says, has it started yet? Just. Monica's here from Czech. Hello, Monica.
Hi, Monica. Another Connie.
Vivian says, no, it's not. Vivian says, yeah.
You wait till Toya's comment.
Oh, my bastards.
You get fireworks, lovey.
So funny. Can't beat that Hoof nerdy vet. No, you can't. There she is. Look. Oh my god, so funny. Nikki says, oh my god, you scared the life out of me. I just left the room and you came on live laughing. I thought there was something wrong with one of the dogs. Oh, Dawn says, you're like two children. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm annoyed. I can't.
I'm sorry.
That's it. I can't get anything. All I've got is my. Although this is lovely because it was sent to us by a Phoenix warrior, so we do love it.
And I just left my clacker at home, and I found my fireworks instead.
Joe Kirk's here from New Zealand. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Trudy Jane's here. Good evening, everyone. It's funny, isn't it? Good morning.
Hiya.
Good evening. Jenny Ackerstrom's here. Hi all, says Jenny. Katie Shorthouse, good evening. Sorry, I've missed the Zoom call last Saturday.
No, I think it was factually supposed. No,
she means the 10-day. Do you mean the 10-day group session? No problem. Just, have I sent you the link already? If I haven't sent you the link, come back to us. You can rebook if that's the one you're talking about. I'm sure it is. Catherine says, Charlie Brown says, it's really cool that we are so close. I know, right? It's so lovely. So lovely. Anne says, Max is brilliant, stomping around without boots on. Oh my God, that's another one. We need to do a whole live on that at some point. And I think, Anne, maybe in a year's time, we'll leave it a good year because he's got to go through a big hoof growth. Maybe in a year's time, we'll get those x-rays done again. And I will even pay for them. All right. We'll pay for them. Your lovely Phoenix group will pay for another set of x-rays to be done in a year's time on lovely Max so we can see where he is now. We're going to do it. Toya, I love how supportive everyone is in this group. Can't believe I just did that, Garry. I will never do that again, I promise you. Jeanette Desar.
You just did it twice.
Bonsoir. Hi all. Bit late. Have I missed much?
Bonsoir.
Not really. Okay.
Not really.
So
lots of joviality.
We've got a big. I haven't read this, so it could be good or bad or indifferent. We're going to read Teresa's big post. Here we go.
Oh.
I'm feeling a bit sad, oh dear, because I was trimming a horse 4 days ago and accidentally cut too deep into the side of the central sulcus. It's a US spelling, SULCUS. So it started to bleed, BLEED. The frog was really soft, and I was just going to take a flake when the knife went too deep. I cleaned the hoof and wrapped it and then put boots on. The horse walked away as if nothing happened. Yeah, they won't really notice that particular. He's on Metacam now, and it still bleeds if you scratch or poke it. How long can it take for the frog to heal from this? First of all, it was just frogs don't bleed when you put a knife over them, right? They don't. You've got to go some to make a frog bleed, but frogs bleed if the frogs aren't very healthy and you just scratch them with the knife and you think you've gone too deep, but you haven't actually gone that. You've seen people do it, right? You've seen, you shouldn't do that, but you've seen them do it. But down by the on the collateral grooves, down by right at the bottom, usually where the frog meets horn, it can get very soft. It can get poorly all over the frog. And how long will it take? I don't know why he needs to be on Metacam. I don't know why you'd need to put them on Metacam for that, which is an anti-inflammatory, a painkiller, which is used for dogs a lot. I don't know, is the Metacam for that? So I wouldn't be putting him on anything like that, but particularly. But how long will it take? Well, it'll take a while, but it also needs, what needs to happen is that there needs to be a think about how healthy those frogs are and what you can do to help those frogs. I remember the very first time I saw a horse, masses of blood coming from a horse's foot, was when I went into a clinic, a vet's clinic, and they were it's years ago. It's really early on in my hoof career, and it was a lady down in Cornwall, and she had a horse with some lameness issues, and she'd already booked it in. And I kept saying to her, look, don't take it. There's no need to. And they went in and they were debriding quite a bit of the sole. I think it had an abscess, and I was trying to stop them doing it, but anyway, they went ahead. My God, I don't think I've ever seen so much blood come out of a horse's foot. I don't think the vet had ever seen so much blood come out of the foot. And literally, it was like the blood that was pouring out of this horse's foot was like the blood draining from his face, and he couldn't stop it. And because the best thing you can do is pass stuff on and get the horse to weight bear, because obviously that's going to put the maximum amount of pressure on it. The horse was fine, and it went on to recover fine. But my God, they bleed. So yeah, it'll sort. Don't worry too much about it. But it is a situation that happens very occasionally. Happens to students when they're training. Sometimes if they misread the frog a little bit, don't beat yourself up too much, but it'll just make you more aware the next time, won't it? Angela Garberg says, hello everyone. Here's to Mustangs and HM. You are awesome. And I'd like to say, here's to you, Angela Garberg. And I'm just going to introduce you to everybody. Everybody knows who you are anyway. Welcome. Angela has now become our latest Phoenix admin.
Thanks, Angela. Thank you for saying yes.
Thank you for saying yes. We asked Angela, we invited Angela to become a Phoenix admin because she's incredibly supportive in the group, and we asked her to be an admin, and she is an admin. Well done. Thank you. Poor Angela's got a learning curve like this, and she got into the admins group, and I think she thought, oh my God, what a bunch of nutters. They go mental.
It does help. It does help.
It does. God, did I get into trouble with that known toe chopping video? Deserved it. Not you. You didn't deserve it. They deserved everything that was coming to them, frankly. It was an illegal procedure. In the UK, under Royal College of Veterinary Surgeon guidelines, the Royal Veterinary College guidelines, you are not allowed to perform minor or major medical procedures on any animal at all, unless you are a qualified veterinarian or a qualified person who has been qualified by or seen as qualified, right? One of those medical procedures is a resection. Now, a resection, what is a different definition of a resection? Well, what you're doing is you're resecting the outer hoof wall from the inner part of the foot, so the epidermal laminae. And they do this misguidedly. They do resections when horses have rotation. You don't see so many people doing it nowadays, although it happens still. In fact, we were with a vet, an awful vet, I have to say, and I know I shouldn't say that, but she was, because she was trying to put this horse to sleep, who incidentally went on to survive. Thank you to Nikki. And she was giving it, waxing it lyrical, and she said, "Oh, we don't do resections anymore because obviously we realised they don't work." That was the best thing she ever said in that entire afternoon, that she was there trying to put that horse to sleep, but which we saved. But the resection. So when we were in Ireland, this farrier who came on, this lovely guy who came on to our workshop, said, we were trained, and we were told that if you resect the front of the horse's foot, P3 will ping back.
Did it?
Of course it doesn't. And he went, now I realise how wrong that was, right? Let me just show you what they hoof resection. Yeah. You can have resections in any part of the body, but a hoof resection is where you take any part of the hoof. Let's just show. I'm going to show you, because if I Google it, you'll get to see it. Close your eyes if you're squeamish. Look away. I'm warning you now. Look away for 2 minutes if you're a bit squeamish. Because you're going to see some not very particularly lovely things. So look away, look away. I've warned you. Here it comes. So these are resections. Can you see where they remove any part of the hoof wall? Some of them are full resections, like this one here, where they remove the outer hoof wall and the inner hoof wall. Here's another one. Here's a smaller one from the epidermal laminae. Right, and there's one up at the coronary band. So that one's got one at the coronary band and below. I mean, honestly, it makes you shudder. So these are known as resections. That is what they are. They are medical procedures. There's another one, probably white line disease. That's another one there. They happen all the time. Oh, here's a very, very famous particular. I mean, it's not famous, but this is for laminitis. That's the one you see quite a lot. Here's a really dreadful one over here. Here's a teeny tiny one that's been done on the seedy toe. And they come, goodness me, what the hell is that? They come in all, that one I've banded around for donkey's years. They come in all shapes and sizes. There's another one, right? Okay. So those are resections. There's a flipping hideous one. In fact, if any of our students are watching, that is similar to the one that you saw in the images I gave you the other day. And here's that one. That's what they did, where they cut a window in the foot. They cut like a little window, and that's a resection. So I'm going to stop sharing. So those are resections. You can do it teeny bit by a mil, centimeter, inch. Yeah, I just swap my metrics and imperial, and you can take. That is what that's called. That video, Toya, that you're talking about was a resection. The person took their nip. I don't care whether you use nippers, a Dremel, a knife. If you take
or a
scalpel, if you take the hoof wall away from the epidermal laminae, that is a medical procedure. And that person did it. And that person isn't allowed to do it, because that person is not a registered farrier, nor is he a vet. And that was bad. And that person, because he felt that it was okay to do so, because that person, that owner who owns that horse, who obviously the horse's own hoof capsules, because he is who he is, just came along and went, it's okay. I can do this. I know what needs to be done with this dead hoof wall, this dead hoof. Don't do it. Don't be naive to think that the hoof is dead. It's old-fashioned thinking. That hoof is not dead. It is very much part of that feedback loop. And that person resected that horse's hoof fairly traumatically. I think there was that much hoof left at the top, and the whole of that horse's foot was removed. And that is not a legal thing to do. So, no, you did the right thing spreading it. So you shouldn't have put it up on YouTube, and you shouldn't have spread it around the internet, should you? It was naughty, naughty. Jenny says, how many HM pros are there now, and how many in the pipeline? It's so cool. It's growing. We need them in Sweden too. We've got one in Sweden, haven't we?
It's around. I think. Yes, we have.
Yeah, it's Malin.
Mona's in Sweden, isn't she?
No, she's in Denmark.
Who's in Sweden? So we got Emma, that's Swedish, but she lives in the UK. Who have we got in Sweden? I'm sure there's somebody in Sweden.
Yeah, it is. It's Malin. So she's
Malin,
in.
of course it is.
She's in Ed. Does that mean anything to you, Jenny? ED, Ed. We have a lovely, lovely student. Gosh, she's red hot. Malin, and she lives in Ed in Sweden. And she's just started her training. They've just gone through module 1. They've finished module 1, and then now they're started module 2. And that's where she is. They are everywhere. We have them all over the place. The new intake that's coming in for October, we've already got the amount that we need, but we've still got interviews, so we don't know where that's going to go just yet. But that's amazing. We have people now from Canada, America, quite a few people in America. And it's incredible to be able to be breaking into there. Sweden, Denmark, Croatia coming up, Czech, Spain, France, the UK, Isle of Man, Isle of Three, Shetland Islands, Orkney Islands. I can't tell you they're everywhere. Have I missed one out? I don't think I've missed one out yet. Everywhere. So at the moment we have just over, I don't know, we've got well over 50 students in the school at the moment.
Yes.
And we've got 14 of them that are about to go through just right now. And then we've got another 10 or so behind that. Oh, no, maybe a bit less than that. How many have we got there? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 coming behind them very quickly. And then we've got a whole new bunch coming in October. Then we'll have a new bunch in March, and then a new bunch. Honestly, they're coming through all the time. So we've got 3 intakes a year. And people are scrambling to join us, partly because they know that it's such an incredible course, and partly because they know that it's such an incredible course, the fees are going up. So people are trying to get in before those fees go mental. But it is amazing, Jenny. So you've got Ed. I don't know whether you know where that is. ED. I don't even know if I say it right. Uta says we need them everywhere, also in Germany. So we got Ramona, who's in Spain, but she's German, and she runs a German group. Uta, I don't know if you know about her. So she runs a German group teaching people, owners and supporting owners. But you're quite right. We need more people. Alison says no dim, because dim. I was waiting for somebody to say that. Lisa says, but they make good money before they put the horse down. Well, the cynic in me says, right, hold on. Let me show you something. I can't. Oh, flipping heck. What have I just looked at? I don't know if I want to look at that. Right. My students don't half share some interesting things. Right, I'm just going to take a screenshot of that because I don't want to actually show you the group that it's in. This is, I was just telling you about the horse. The horse that we're talking about now, that I can't show you the x-rays, that they'd done 4 x-rays and they got nowhere. I'm going to show you what they did to that horse. It's not the horse. This is a different horse. But this is exactly what they did to this horse. So I'm going to show you what they did over a period of nearly a year, and they failed. And they don't know why they failed, because they can't quite work it out yet. Window, that one. There it is. There it is. So there you have your. So this horse is likely to be in dire straits. So they've X-rayed. It hasn't got the biggest heels on earth, but the other horse did have. So the other horse that I'm talking about had massive heels. They've taken off the toe wall, so they've gone right through the outer hoof wall, because you can see it's fairly black hoof, right through to the inner hoof wall. In fact, from there they hit the white line down there. They've then put a wedge pad in. You can see that, and then underneath that they've put a wooden clog on that's beveled all the way around the outside. So the bit that's on the ground is that much compared to what was that much. Then they've taken screws and screwed through the hoof capsule into that wooden block below, through that pad. And looky at the back, they've put a lovely bit of pink dim, which they've kind of screwed in as well. That beautiful. But because these are a danger to the horse, because they'll be sticking out on either side, you've got to kind of protect it. So then we're going to put a cast on it over the top. Can you imagine how much money that cost for that latest technology? Do you know something? We've got AI. We've got artificial intelligence. I think if I asked the artificial intelligence what the right thing would be to do to these feet, it wouldn't be that. What do you think of that, Garry?
Wouldn't be anywhere near. I must share.
Cheers.
My wine glass has been topped up.
We're terrible, aren't we? We need it. We need it just to ease the pain. My bra straps keep coming down. I don't know why. So there you go. Wasn't that wonderful?
Need to know, Dirt Lovely. Need to know.
Sorry. It was lots of ladies in the room. It's fine. They all know what it feels like. Is it just me that lost them? I think it was just you. Alison, it wasn't dead till they chopped it off. Duh. Gorsworth, hi, darling. Hey. Marion says hi. Farmer Dan says hello. Ooh, hello. Are you still here? Because that was ages ago.
I wonder if that's two screens in Gorsworth.
Hello, Dan. Hello, my lover.
Hello, mate. How you doing?
Are we going to talk about that YouTube video? Well, we kind of did just then, didn't I? No, but I did.
We did a little bit, but we're not going to go emphasising it. Oh my God.
I've done the resection bit, but it's like commercial suicide. Mia says, trying to get my trimmer on this hoof printed path. Keep trying, my lovely. Congrats, Angela, says Aston. Angela Garberg says, thank you for your trust. I am honoured. I will just swim on. You'll be fine. You'll get to grips with it. They will.
Thanks, Angela.
I'm leaving you to find your feet in there. They'll look after you. They all know what they're doing. It's pretty good because I don't. Emma says you actually can't touch a horse to do any healthcare without permission of a vet. Yeah. So you can do trimming. Boop. You can do that. It's absolutely fine. You can do that. You can trim off the excess, the excess that would have been worn off. That's what we do. The excess that would have been worn off. That's all we do. It's very simple. You can trim off the excess that would have been worn off if that horse was self-trimming and wearing itself, blah, 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 right? Wearing its feet off normally, wearing its hooves in an equilibrium, growth rates, etc. What you can't do is you can't start chopping into a foot. You can't start doing any removing hoof capsule, because that's a medical procedure. You shouldn't really be digging for abscesses. It's a medical procedure. You shouldn't be doing anything like that. No. And we have all this success, folks, and we don't do any of that. None of it.
That's true.
None of it. No digging, no chopping, just bog standard, old-fashioned, good old Mother Nature's blueprint trimming. And it works every single time. These resections are by Barrick. I know. Oh my God, what the actual. Yeah. I can't get over resections. I feel like I'm looking at images from the dark edges. Honestly, a welfare issue. I know. The horror.
That's the same with the rocker shoe, isn't it? With the screws in and everything. It's medieval.
Joseph Conrad, that just takes me back to my A-level English literature. Nostromo. Have you read Nostromo? Just me and Angela just have a slight little conversation there. Have you read Nostromo? Nikki says, I don't understand them thinking that a resection will make the pedal bone ping back into position. First, they say that the laminar is suspending P3 in the capsule, and when they weaken through laminitis and the DDFT pulls P3 backwards through the hoof capsule. So why do they think then taking the hoof wall away brings P3 back? Completely contradicting themselves.
All the time.
All the time, my lovely. You got it, honey bun.
All the time.
Meta says, hi, a bit late.
Meta.
Hi, Meta. No problem. Joe Kirk says, good, that photo grinds my gears. God, that photo grinds my gears. Bloody horrific. These screws make me feel sick. They're actually making the wall bulge, aren't they? It's awful, isn't it? That's revolting, says Jeanette. Oh, the all-saving, all-curing clog.
So we got clog, hot bar shoe. Clog, hot bar shoe.
I go, hot bar shoe. Clog. Dim. Screws. Wedges. Yeah. Ingrid says they wanted to do that to Sally, rock shoes with screws. Well done, Ingrid, for not letting it happen. Hey, Bethan, legend. Oh, they're talking about you, Bethan. And you, Dan. They think you're a legend too. Thank you for the support. Therese says, you're fine, my darling. It's all there. Hey, Bethan, any other horses using the new water system? It looks amazing. No more frozen water. That was cool. That was cool. Mia says, typical humans thinking we can improve something that nature is doing perfectly without. Oh, tell me about it. You see, the thing is, because we've put horses into the domestic world, they therefore think that's it. Suddenly, horses in a domestic world, we treat them in a domestic world. So that's it. We have to, they've got all these horrible things going wrong with them. So therefore, it's up to us to chase that pathology, chase all those problems and make them better. But we don't. We get shared with us so much now, so much stuff. And that year's worth of x-rays on this poor horse who's still alive, that's had to go endure more osteonecrosis because of the way they've kept P3 rotated that entire time. Garry, what are they thinking? They're thinking of the DDFT, aren't they? They're thinking, oh, save the DDFT. Oh, forget the pedal bone. Let it disintegrate before our very eyes, which is never going to come back and is life-threatening, or save the DDFT. There's nothing wrong with the DDFT except for the fact it's being compressed because the heels are so flipping long. It's crushing it at the back. Stop it. Let everything relax. What are you doing? It's driving me insane. Trudy says a horse was put to sleep where I am back in May. From what I can gather was laminitis. The farrier took the toe back and raised the heels. She developed a huge blood clot within 1 foot. Is that an abscess caused by toe chopping? Can happen. That burst through the coronary band. She was put to sleep the next day as she lost the hoof capsule. Can you explain why and how the hoof capsule comes away? Okay, so it's a very rare thing that the entire hoof capsule comes off, sloughs off, but it can happen, but it's really rare. I've never seen it in my career. I've seen images of it.
Neither have I.
I have seen an abscess burst and nearly take a hoof capsule off, where it goes almost 3/4 of the way around the horse's foot, but it hasn't gone all the way. That's when it becomes a problem. If that abscess is so bad, it's burst all the way around the foot. It's basically unhinged the hoof capsule. If it goes some of the way around and you've still got hoof capsule attached, which is what's normal, even some of the terrible ones that I've seen, then you will end up having the hoof capsule doesn't come off because it's still attached, but it's attached on one side, but it isn't attached on the other. I wonder if I can show you something of years and years ago of a horse that had at the time one of the biggest abscesses that I'd ever seen. Let me have a look if I can find it. Hold on there one moment. Oh yeah, okay. So let me show you this. I'm not sure if I've ever shown all of you this. Let me just give it. Yeah. Sorry, everyone. Just trying to get it to download. Okay. Come on. Right. Here it comes. Oh, wait a minute. Let's try that again. I beg your pardon. Hold on, callers. I'll be with you any moment. Right, here we go. Let me just share this with you, my little lovelies. Okay, can you see this? Actually, I was dealing with one very similar to this. I've seen many since this time, but this was probably the one that was the craziest one for me at the time that I'd ever seen. So you see where this had burst out, this abscess, made a bloody great big crater here. Now, this can easily be confused with quitter, because when quitter occurs, quitter is Q-U-I-T-T-O-R. Quitter is when you get infection of the lateral cartilages, and they actually they break. It doesn't break at the hair to horn line where an abscess breaks, because it's a place of least resistance. It breaks out in little pockets similar to this around the lateral cartilages, and that's called quitter when they get infected. And traditionally the treatment for that is to basically rip it off and debride, but I have seen many horses with very similar do very well with just doing the right thing, which is getting their diet and management back. So this horse, you've probably seen the second slide that's coming, or second picture that's coming. So this horse blew out an abscess so big it went pretty much most of the way around. So here you go. So this is it growing down. So as you can see, this is not connected here, but it is connected on the other side. Now, here's the interesting thing. And this is some months later. You can see the scar here. So the scar is centered around this area here that basically went through all the coronary dermis and into the coronary groove that's located on the capsule. All of this was damaged. So all the papillae in there were damaged, which is why you can see this scar here. But this is the abscess growing down. It went all the way around. You can just see that from sort of the front going back around the other way, it's partially connected, and then it was connected around the other side. Now, you can see that underneath here, it's pretty well healed. Now, you would think, wouldn't you, that the best thing that I could do there would be to chop that off. I didn't. It was actually quite solid. It looked like it was going to fall off, but it was quite solid, actually. And because it was still giving, I see I've trimmed it. You can see how pretty it looks. A little bit of blushing there. Because that was still attached, I did not want to interrupt that healing. Right, you can see it's not attached here. It's gone. But I didn't want to interrupt that healing, so I left it. This is a few months later. Well, actually, a good year or so later, in fact. You can see that big scar up here where she had that big blowout, where it's trying to heal itself. Now, in traditional world, they would dig that mother out like you wouldn't believe. In would go all the knives, diggity, 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 dig, trying to open all that up. Nope. What did I do? I just followed the constants. I let her heal. You can see there's still redness. Everything that caused it was removed. So we didn't have any of the grass problems, any of all those issues ever again. I missed that blue handle. I lost it. You can see I'm following all of that. I'm not trying to dig anything out. I'm just following it and saying to the owner, she's gonna be fine. She's gonna be fine. This is what it looked like underneath. This is the big hole underneath. This is the trim. You can see I'm stopping at the hard sole plane because you just got in there. Bars could probably, Lindsay, the bars could have been taken down a little bit more, darling. But you can see there's a big hole, right? Did I do anything? No, because look how much was connected. Everything's pretty good now because all that nastiness came out and fell off, and beautiful big frog. We just followed it. So this is it now, repairing even more. You can we've still got some damage that's still coming down. This is good couple of years later, but it's knitting together beautifully, and I'm not touching it. I am letting it do its thing. Time, let it do its thing. If I'd have chased that pathology from there to here, chopped it off, put it in something, I don't know. Are you there, Garry? You disappeared. He seems to have disappeared. Cut this, cut this out, grooved it out, fiddled about with this down here, we'd have never got to this stage here. Which means we would never, so there's 3 pictures of pretty much the same thing there. Oh, they're a bit out of focus. Which means we would never have got to that. And there it is. Totally healed. We got tiny little bit here, but that's pretty much healed now. Nothing going on there. It's all fine and dandy, and you'd not know. And sometimes, don't we see these scars on horses' feet, and we wonder what it was that caused it. Well, that started with an abscess, a big, massive, whopping, huge abscess that nearly took half a foot off. And that was her. She's called Lady. And that was her foot. And just through absolutely following nature's blueprint, not getting obsessed about the pathology, not obsessing about it, that is where she ended up. So the answer to that question is, if the abscess is big enough, then it can slough, but it's rare that that ever happens. I think what usually happens, Trudy, was it Trudy who said it? I don't think it was Trudy actually who said it. Yes, it was Trudy. What usually happens, Trudy, is that they think it's going to happen. And if it does slough off, is it a death sentence? Actually, no, it isn't, because a horse can grow a capsule quite quickly. But there you go. William says, what AI says about treating white line? Resectioning is high on the list. Debridement. The first step is to remove all undermined and infected hoof wall tissue to expose healthy tissue beneath. This can be done using hoof nippers, knives, or motorized tools. In severe cases, a hoof wall resection may be necessary to ensure a complete removal of affected areas. We've never had to resect any white line disease or seedy toe. None of it. None of it. And donkeys suffer from white line disease massively, but nobody seems to care about the donkeys. You just follow the blueprint, and then you follow the diet and management, and you just heal it from the inside. They are amazing. They are amazing. I have seen some incredible healing of some awful things I've seen, and they heal. You just don't get in the way. You let it get on with itself, and it does it. I've seen a few videos of power tools used to trim the hoof and smooth the outer heel. Surely that can't be a good thing, thinning everything so easy. Well, that's interesting you should say that, because we might be exploring a little tiny power tool are you frozen, Garry? He's definitely frozen. We might be exploring that. Power tools, for sure. I've seen people use angle grinders, massive, great big angle grinders. Are power tools going to be useful? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know, because I much love all my usual tools. I think maybe there might be a place for a part of the trim that is done by a power tool. Maybe. Watch this space, because we're going to trial some stuff and find out about it. Why are we doing this? Well, an awful lot of you Phoenix warriors and hoof heroes that are out there some of you are of an age where you might have arthritis, you might have problems, and using the good old tools are difficult. So what we're going to do is trial a particular tool, which isn't very big, it's quite small, and see if it can be used safely, which apparently it can be. If it can be used safely, because the fear is, isn't it, you take off too much, which is what you just said. So watch this space. It's going to be interesting. I'm not saying no. I just want to watch this space. How on earth do you find all these examples to show us, Lindsay? You must have millions. I have trouble finding particular. I do in particular places on my computer. I can find them like that. Usually, not always. Sometimes, actually, I fail. But yeah. Emma says, "What is coronary band dystrophy?" I can show you what coronary band dystrophy looks like. Hold on a minute. Sorry. Do you want to know what coronary band dystrophy looks like? Please let me
All
find
these
it.
many years of effective filing has just really paid off, hasn't it? Oh my God.
Oh, look, a
I wish my
resection.
filing was as good as yours.
Oh my God, I got so much stuff in here. Coronary band dystrophy. Come on, let me find it. Oh, I find it. Speak. Hang on. Oh my God, where's it gone? Have I gone past it? I can't find it now. There we are. I'm blowing your minds with how good I am at finding stuff, and now I can't find the bit that
I
I
shouldn't
want
have
to
said
find.
anything. I've tempted fate now, haven't I?
Oh God,
all my
there it's
fault.
there. Do you know what it's filed under?
What?
Coronary band dystrophy.
Oh my God.
Right, here we go. All right, let me just bring this up. This is coronary band dystrophy. Let me show you. Are you still there? Okay, this is coronary band dystrophy. There you go. Can you see that? Can you see it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, what can you see there? We could be confusing two things here, couldn't we? What do you see? Let's look at the next photo. Oh my God, I don't know where it's gone. I've got so much stuff on my screen. There's another picture of it. What are you looking at there? I don't think you've got all the pictures. Hang on a minute. I think I've missed some of the pictures out. Damn it. Oh, it's because they weren't all loading. Here's another one. Oh, I think you've got that one. Oh, come on. Where they all gone? I think if I got them all. Oh, well, that one's just. I don't know where that one doesn't want to load with it. Right. So what are you seeing? You're seeing what looks a bit like an abscess. Can you see here? This brick. Can you see my thing? You can see this breaking down here, can't you? Right. So let's look at the next one. All the way around the coronary band. Do you see it?
Yeah.
And it seems to be doing sort of funny sort of. I don't know why that other picture's not coming up. Let me see if I can just find the other picture because I think it's a better picture. Weird. Yeah, it's not dramatic, but this is the other picture which lets you see it a little bit better. There you go. Can you see that now?
Yeah.
Let me just put that over there. Okay. So this is they don't really know what it is. They don't know what it is, but it's where the hair line and the horn begin to erode. Do you see? Oh, I'm doing it on the wrong one. Where it begins to erode. Can you see that? That's not an abscess. That isn't an abscess. This is some kind of erosion. Now, is this a fungal problem? Now, what can happen? It's an issue. Now, this coronary band can thicken If this happens over and over and over and over and over and over again, it can thicken. But look what's on the bottom of this horse's foot. Look at its other foot. Look at its hoof care. This was not a horse that I looked after, but this was a horse that I was consulting on. Do you see? You see all these rings coming down? Weird things can happen in the coronary band when we do, and I have a saying, you do unnatural things, expect unnatural things to happen. I have a little saying, don't I, Garry? I want to show you something else.
There are many.
I want to show you something else. This is on my horse, and this is happening right now. All right, you ready? I just said do unnatural things, expect unnatural things to happen, and I'm going to show you a picture of my horse. This is Oscar. He self-trims. Rarely do we ever need to trim him. I think the last time I trimmed Oscar was a year ago. Probably a year ago was the last time I trimmed Oscar. He's an Appaloosa. So he's self-trimming his foot. So it isn't that lovely, smooth sort of look, but he's got a Mustang roll. You can see a little bit grass because he's not in his tracks right on that when I took this photograph. What is happening here? Now, this started up at the coronary band, and I wish I'd had lots of photographs of it. It was like an idiot. I didn't take look. And this is the second foot this has happened to. It happened on a hind foot, didn't it, Garry? And this is now on his front foot. He's kept naturally.
And not at the same time. It happened on the hind foot a while ago.
Yeah, he's kept naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not fed unnaturally. He lives on hay alone. He does have some little bits of nibble of green to nibble on. As you can see, there's a few weedy bits there occasionally. So this looks like an abscess. It looks like up here when it burst. Well, I say it burst. It didn't burst. It looked, because he wasn't lame. He's never been lame. Not once in this entire process has he ever been lame. When it was up at the coronary band, it was like that. It was like a V. So it wasn't like an abscess, which bursts flat. I mean, it looks like it's flat at the moment, but that's because it's got holes and it's grown down his hoof. But it looked like a V, like that. And then as it grew down, one leg of the V, both legs of the V sort of, as it grew down, both legs of the V still were, it moved along the coronary band. So that bit came down and the leg, these bits moved along the coronary band. One of them, as you can see on this side, stopped, but the other one carried on and on and on. As it grew down, it was obviously further and further around the coronary band. So we had this big V, and now it's stopped. And you can see here now it's not connected anymore up there. This is a fungal infection. This was a fungal infection right up here at the front of this coronary band. I've got moths in here. And then as that fungal infection started to grow down, it hung on to the hairline, because that's where it needed to be. It's where it wanted to be, because it didn't want to really be in the horn down here. And it hung on to that hairline. And as this was growing down, that's why you've got this long piece here, because it just kept moving along, trying to hold on until eventually it stopped. I can't tell you why it arrived. He's had it on a front foot and a hind foot. It's a bit further down now. It's nearly getting towards the ground. And I took this picture to show Laura, in fact, because she's got a client who's got a horse that's got a similar thing. Only his is he's on not as natural an environment. He's much older, and he has a quite a lot more rings. Can you see how you've got these two rings just above it? But he's pretty ring free. Other than that, just around this area here when he got that infection. He was never lame. It didn't need a lot of treatment. I sprayed it a bit, but it didn't really not need a lot of anything. We just kind of left it and it got on with it and it disappeared. But that's interesting, isn't it? It's the weirdest thing. If any of you lot have ever got anything, like that, would like to share that with me, I'd be very interested to see it, because in all the years that I've been a Hoof Care Pro, this horse has taught me so much, this particular horse. And now he's teaching me now, because I've never seen infections like this before. He's never been lame with it. So it's bizarre. I researched it and I did find that there was one... Anyway, coronary band dystrophy, similar thing. What's causing it? Is it a fungal infection? We don't really know, but we know it peels away, and it peels and then it thickens. So it's not going to slough or anything, but we do know at the bottom of that is that horse was shod. When we see coronary band dystrophy, we see horses that are being kept unnaturally. Take them out of that environment, put them in a natural environment, take the shoes off, give them a natural trim, and things tend to clear up. You can't clear things up if you keep everything unnatural. With Oscar, everything's pretty natural, as you can see from his foot. Weird.
But it only affected him out of 10.
No, none of the other horses have it. None
of the others.
So is it something inside him?
Who knows?
This could be inside. Where are we? Coronary dystrophy. Where did you go? Thank you, Lindsay. Don't trust AI. A client of mine's horse was diagnosed by a vet with this because of redness and sensitivity intermittently in the coronary band, and was prescribed cortisone cream to use it daily. It wasn't an open wound. Well, what's cortisone? It just attacks inflammation, doesn't it? So it will bring inflammation down. I'm not sure cortisone is the right approach, to be fair. Thank you, Lindsay. She was put to sleep as the owner was told that it would take an age to grow back, and the horse would have had to go in specialized place for months.
No, it doesn't.
It grows back quite quickly. It's dodgy, because it's got to be kept, fairly clean and free of infection. But they are the horse's knee, from the horse's knee down and the hock down, the lower limb of the horse. And this is a known fact. I don't think many people know it, but it is a known fact that it repairs at an astonishingly fast rate compared to human beings. It's really weird. Is it weird? Was Mother Nature being weird? No. She just went, you need your legs, you're going to die. If we don't repair your legs fairly swift, you're going to die. So it's going to have to happen very quickly. And it does. We know that the repair rate of wounds, etc., in the horse's leg is at an astonishing rate compared to the repair rate in a human being. It's quite incredible. Ashley says, my Dremel is a lifesaver for bars as my body is broken. Yeah, it's bigger than a Dremel. Watch this space. Thank you, says Emma. You're very welcome. Good organization, and Canva is amazing for keeping and comparing photos. We had a good little Canva session, didn't we, Nikki? Was it this morning, or was it? Yeah, it was this morning, I think. It was yesterday. God, I don't know. I've had so many Zoom lessons. Event lines. Pink soft tissue at the coronary band. Yeah, interesting. Yeah. I've had the exact same thing happen on a gelding. Never lame a day. What? Like Oscar? Like my horse? The V? If you've got pictures, do share. What did you spray the fungus with? Just a basic antifungal. We like Lucillin. We love Lucillin because it's based on hypochloric acid, which is a natural compound which is made in, or natural chemical which is made in the body, hypochlorate. And it's also something that was similar, which is based on hypochlorate, which was Dakin solution, which was made in the war by an English and a French scientists who created this hypochlorate solution out of baking soda and household bleach. And they kind of mixed it together, and it's a similar thing. It degrades in sunlight, so it's got to be kept in a dark bottle. Lucillin isn't exactly the same. It's based on the same thing. It's a hydrochloric. It's a hydrochlorous. It's based on the same thing. So yeah, that's what we use, Lucillin, because you can use it on everything. You could literally spray it in your mouth and it wouldn't harm you, but it kills about 90% of all known germs. It's amazing, but it doesn't harm good tissue. Big up for Lucillin. It's unbelievable stuff. You can get it in the States. You can't get it in Australia, I don't think yet, but you can get it all over the world. Most places. Doubt if you can get it in the Amazon. I've had the exact. Oh yeah. Like to see pictures of that. You need to put a clip staple across that to stop that crack traveling up the hoof, or put a little groove across it to stop it. Oh yes, that old flipping chestnut. No, you don't. You just need to trim it normally and stop all the active wear in the incorrect active wear places. Put the normal active and passive wear patterns where they need to be, and it all fixes itself. Yes, this horse was shot a long time ago now. Spirit has just developed what looked like bubbles in the hoof wall just under the coronary band. Yeah, I mean, if they're being shod and it's unnatural, then you've got to clear that first, right? Get rid of all that rubbish and then get it as species specific as possible. Yeah, hydrochloric kills coronavirus. Cortisone is decreasing the immune. Absolutely. Immune response should never be used with exact diagnosis, and it can decrease the process of wound healing. If it should never use on a fungal bacterial infection with antibiotics. Thank you, Viviane. Not nice. Don't like cortisone. Don't use it. I never wore a mouth and sprayed it in mine. I never wore a mouth and sprayed it in my mouth. Get it on Amazon. Can you get Lucillin on Amazon? God, I didn't know that. I know the one of the main people in Lucillin who's we put little bottles of Lucillin now in our workshop goodie bags, don't we, Gary?
We do.
I've looked into what tool I believe you're referring to. It seems to me that it would be all too easy to slip. I used hypochlorous in bulk from Amazon. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Right. Let's say goodnight, because we've been on for flipping forever, and it's been an interesting one, hasn't it, this evening?
It has.
Yes, I do, Warabas. Well done, everybody. Thank you. It's been lovely having you with us this evening. What a great show. We've covered quite a few things, haven't we? Anybody that's got any pictures of those fungal infections in V's going down their horses' foot, please send them to me, because they are unusual. They definitely are.
Now, we've got two bits of bad news. That because of traveling and workshops and Zoom calls and all of that, this is your only live this week. Sorry. Because we're so busy and traveling around the world and stuff. So yes.
I fly to the UK tomorrow.
Enjoy rewatching this live. Rewatching this live. Keep posting. The admins will look after you.
Enjoy Lindsay being a Tigger right at the beginning, jumping up and down.
Yes, and there was due to be a challenge club this Saturday, but we can't do that because we're in Norfolk. So it will be the following Saturday. Is that right, Linz?
Hopefully. I'm on holiday. I'm meant to be on the following Saturday, but we'll see what we can do.
Well, it might be the holiday after that then, because Lindsay thinks that she deserves a week off. Oh my goodness.
I haven't had a proper holiday in so long.
Yeah. Well, and do you know what?
I won't.
Should we have challenge club with Garry this month?
Yeah.
Challenge club with Garry. We'll leave her out of it for a bit. So Lindsay can go on holiday. Should we do that? We'll do that. I'll post it up for a week Saturday. We'll do challenge club with Garry. So bring your questions. We'll have a nice time. All right.
Bring your questions. Bring your wine. Bring your beer.
In the meantime, we'll see you. No, have we got a lesson on Monday?
And the students can't come.
Monday
they're busy.
Monday I'm traveling. So the earliest I can do is Tuesday.
It's Tuesday next week will be the next one. So in a week's
Tuesday
time.
Next week.
I'm so sorry. Thank you. I bet I'm going to take my laptop and my phone with me, and I'll have to go into the toilet and hide myself in the toilet and say, I can't come
You'll
out.
get shot or hung. You're not allowed to do that.
My daughters will be like, get off your phone, Mama.
Yes.
I'll have to take
Well, no, because your
Charlotte.
posts
Charlotte
up.
was amazing. Charlotte went on holiday and never touched a phone. We thought, yeah, she didn't. So I want to be like Charlotte.
That's discipline, that is.
I want to be disciplined like Charlotte Scott, please. All right, my lovelies. Take care. We love you all. Bye-bye. See you next week.
See you soon.